Good morning, everyone. Dr. Victoria Scorpio here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. Today is Monday, April 26th, or Tuesday, April 27th in Australia and New Zealand. Today we have a full moon in the sign of Scorpio. This is a very powerful full moon. It is, of course, the moon is always opposite the sun at the time of the full moon. Sun being in Taurus, of course, the moon being in Scorpio. The sun is in a pretty tight conjunction with the planet Uranus. Saturn is square the axis of the full moon, and also square Uranus. That energy continues to express itself, rebellion and breaking free from the old way of doing things. It's not just rebellion as in, taking to the streets and, burning stuff and all that, but it is the change and the shift in the structures of power, which while just a single sort of drop in the ocean, the Derek Chauvin trial was an expression of that, right? A change, a shift in the way people understand. And now that people do understand, we have to do better. And we are doing better, which is kind of cool, So full moons are always about awareness. There's a point of awareness here. The seed planted on that new moon in Aries comes to fruition in its sort of monthly cycle. And so now, as this full moon reveals itself, something is coming to fruition. Something is birthed. And now the next step in that process is to take that which is birthed and put it out into the world, disseminate it out into the world in whatever way that you can, or that's appropriate for what it is that's been birthed. So maybe it's an art project, maybe it's a book of poetry, maybe it's a project at home, maybe it's redoing your bathroom or your bedroom or something like that. Or it can be something, working on legislation in some cases, if you have that kind of job. You know what I mean? So there's, a new health protocol, whatever it is, something new is being born at this time. And now we have to figure out how to put it out there into the world. Of course, not everybody's thrilled with the creations we put out there into the world, but that generally doesn't stop creators. I don't know if you've noticed it, but I have noticed a huge upsurge in creative energy. I felt this way at the beginning of the pandemic, back in March of 2020 as well. It could be just a matter of me feeling the energy of Taurus coming in. Always a very creative time for me. Taurus is on my MC, so I always get busy when when things are in Taurus. But these conjunctions of Mercury and the Sun and the Sun hasn't done it yet, but Mercury and Venus, and then the Sun making conjunctions to Uranus at that 11th degree of Taurus mark is very profound, and really sort of pushing us out there into the world to create. But to create things that are... It's really windy here this morning. We did have that nor'easter, but that's why everything is sparkling in the light, because it's still all very wet, but it's kind of windy. Giving birth to our creations. So, take note of what you're feeling. The Scorpio moon is a very deep feeling moon. Not always willing to share the feelings. It's kind of a personal journey with that Scorpio moon. But we are dealing with issues of life and death, Scorpio Taurus, or Taurus Scorpio, I should say. We're dealing with our resources, Taurus, and our shared resources, Scorpio. How can we blend our resources? And that doesn't necessarily mean money. It could just mean, your talents. How can you join with another, your talents, to create change and create beauty, or create that which is wanting to be born. So, all right, guys, have yourself a great day. Much love. It's a little chilly out here this morning till the sun comes up, I think. But have a beautiful full moon. It is always more emotionally active at the full moon. There are some challenging aspects associated with this full moon. I wouldn't call it necessarily a dangerous full moon in any way, but we do have to be aware that there is always an unexpected something with Uranus in the picture. So just be aware, take care, have yourself a beautiful day, and enjoy this full moon.